video is about how to maintain your fat loss results. First of all, I hope you've learned a lot during this journey. This is applied knowledge that you can use for the rest of your life. But I am sure you're all probably a little bit apprehensive about how you're going to maintain these results on your own going forward. You're probably wondering, will I always have to eat this amount of calories? Or maybe, what do I do if I'm not quite there yet and I still have a little bit of body fat to lose? Well, first of all, there's the very simple energy balance side to it. So to maintain your weight, you need to be consuming as much food or as much calories as you expend over time. That will fluctuate day to day, but over time, they need to be equal so that you're in calorie balance. Similarly, to lose weight, you'll need to be in a negative energy balance over time, which, if your weight loss has been successful, is exactly what you've been doing. But what does this actually look like in real life? So let's say you're happy with your current physique and you now want to maintain your fat loss. You want to maintain your current body composition. There are numerous equations that you can use online to give you an estimate of your maintenance energy needs. However, these are very, very much an estimate. A far better way to find your maintenance calories if you've been dieting is to slowly increase your calories from the point you're at. Now, if you've been calorie counting and you know your current calorie intake, then what you can do is add on about 10 to 20%, depending on the size of your deficit, and monitor where your weight goes from there. And I'm talking about weight over time. So not just one day, oh, I've eaten more today and I weigh more tomorrow, I must be in a surplus and my calculation is wrong. No, you need to give it at least 2 to 3 weeks. So we're looking at small increases and then giving your body time to adapt to that. Because when you initially do start eating more, your body weight will increase, but not necessarily because you've increased body fat. So in the same way that the scales can mask fat loss, they can also make it look like you've put on fat when you haven't. This rapid increase in weight when you start eating more is due to potentially some water retention, food volume, because you're eating more. Maybe you've filled up your glycogen stores, which when you were dieting were a bit depleted. So again, that's more water retention to store that glycogen. So this all needs time to even out before you decide that your calorie estimation is wrong. So do give yourself time. If you don't track calories, a good tip is just to add maybe 100 to 500 calories, again, depending on the size of your deficit and your energy needs. Practically, this can be done by increasing your portion sizes, or adding in a snack, or adding in maybe a small meal. And then again, just to emphasize this point, you need to give it time. So we want your weight to stabilize over time. There will be an acute period where you might weigh more. That doesn't mean that your maintenance estimates are wrong. It just means you need to give it time to even out. So that was part 1 of this, which is about estimating your maintenance needs. In part 2, I'll explain how you can continue to lose body fat if that's still your goal.